Waist length, one more again. Hey guys, welcome back. What's going on, subs? And how y'all doing, noobs? And just in case you don't know what a noob is, well, noob is short for newbie. And just in case you don't know what a newbie is, well, I'm about to break that down too. A newbie be anybody checking me out, maybe for the first time, maybe for the second. It may even be for the third, honey. We don't count those numbers around here. We really don't. I just want all of my subs and I want all of my noobs to gather around and come on in. Okay, so for today we have a little quickie, and it is going to be a check-in. Now, for all those who are initiated and familiar, you guys know that we like to check in periodically, check in from time to time on each other, and basically get a feel of how we are doing in our regimen, how we're feeling about our hair. We usually do it around the end of the year, just to catch up and surmise what has happened during the year. And right about now, it's summertime. So, and I know that some of us struggle more in the summer than the winter. So now would be the perfect time for a mid-year check-in. And what we like to do is I like to pose and put out a couple of questions. And I too will answer the questions. And again, it's just to get a gauge of how everyone is feeling and how everything is going with their hair journey. Now, some of the questions may sound familiar to some of you guys, which is okay because your answers may have changed. But in addition to some of the familiar questions, I have also added 2 new ones that'll be somewhat controversial, just to shake things up around here and just to get your opinion. So without any further ado, we're going to jump right to the questions that I have. And like I said, I'm going to answer them too. The format is very simple. I'm going to ask a question. I just want you to answer honestly. Some of them will be fill in the blanks, and some of them will be straightforward as far as your answers. So we're going to jump right to it. First question. Overall, how do you feel about the state of your hair? Okay, so I'm going to answer this. Overall, I feel pretty good about the state of my hair. I've come a mighty long way. Most of you guys know my hair journey. I'm doing pretty well. I like the length of it. I like the feel of it. I had a little dryness, earlier on, but where I am right now, I am happy with the state of my hair. Second question, how do you feel about your current regimen? Okay, is it working for you? It's not working for you? You still want to tweak it? With me, as far as my regimen, you guys know this is pretty easy for me. I'm pretty good. As far as my regimen. I got a little nervous and concerned because I just ran out of my heat protectant and they don't make it no more. So, I was a little bummed about that. But all I'm going to do is go back to my original heat protectant, what I used as a heat protectant, which is the serum, the Paul Mitchell serum. So overall, I do feel good about the current state of my regimen because it's been working for me. If I were to describe my hair in one word, it would be... So if I were to describe my hair in one word, it would be... And describe the current state, it would be soft. Again, I dealt with a little bit of dryness and me just tinkering around with some things and changing some things around. I've now gotten back to where I used to be as far as its softness. So I will say, for me, the word that I would use is soft. Now, again, for you, you can use any type of word. You can use any type of adjective or any word that would apply. It may be soft, it may be resilient, strong, needs improvement, whatever you feel as far as this particular question, that's how I want you to answer it. By the end of the year, I would like for my hair to be, fill in the blank. So for me, by the end of the year, I would like for my hair to be, dare I say, I think I want to try waist length again. Don't quote me on that, because right now I've been trimming it basically to mid-back, and we're a little past mid-back. We're inching towards waist length, and that wasn't really my goal this time around, but I'm not going to be mad. I will not be mad, honey, if I reach waist length by the end of this year. And I may reach it before then, but I think by the end of the year, I think that's going to be more of a goal of mine. Maybe, maybe not. But yeah, to answer that question, I think by the end of the year, I would like for my hair to be a little bit longer, and let's say waist length. One more again. But we shall see. We shall see. On to the next. The most difficult thing about taking care of my hair is... the most difficult thing about taking care of my hair, I would just say, again, I think I've answered this before with the same answer, so I'm still gonna say the same thing, which is basically my bangs. I think that's the most difficult thing to keep up with, because they have to be a certain length. It's just a thing of maintaining them. So every other week, I'm trimming them. I'm trying to make sure they're not too much in my eyes, because when I grew the curtain bangs, I liked them, but it was too much in my eye. I was constantly swooping them out because they would shift towards my face, and I don't really like that. So with that being said, I would say the most difficult thing about taking care of my hair is just maintaining the bangs. Next question. What is the thing that you love most about your hair? Definitely, we should enjoy and love our hair, whatever form it's in, whether you're natural or relaxed. Loving your hair is all part of hair care. Okay, so with that being said, one of the things that I love most about my hair is I do love the way that it is determined to shine. Okay, so let me explain that. So even during my dry days, even back in the day when I used to get it pressed and curled, even when I wasn't really sure about how to take care of my hair, and I did a whole lot of missteps and all like that, my hair always had a way of finding some type of sheen or shine to it. And I love that. I can really appreciate that. Even when I look back on some of the pictures, I'm like, I didn't know what I was doing, but my hair was kind of shiny anyway. So with that being said, I do love that my hair has a consistent persistence to shine or have some type of sheen. Yeah, and again, I don't know if that makes any sense to anybody. I mean, it makes sense in my head and as I'm saying it. But my hair has a certain sheen or shine to it that no matter what I do to it, it still happens to have that glow. We're gonna put a little seasoning or seasonal question up in here, and this is with regard to the summer, being that we are in the throes of summer. Does your hair seem to be more difficult to take care of during the summer? Does my hair seem to be more difficult to take care of? Do I struggle more in the summertime with taking care of my hair? I would say for me, that would be a no. But I will say this caveat: it's not a thing of me or it being harder to take care of. I will say for me, sometimes I just don't feel like doing it. You know what I mean? I'm just not as enthused in taking care of my hair during the summer because I just don't feel like being bothered. It's hot, it's sticky, and even right now I'm a day overdue as far as washing my hair, because y'all know I wash it every week. But I'm about a day late because I was like, I don't feel like doing it. You know what I mean? So for me, it's not that it's harder. I just get a little bit more lackadaisical, I think, during the summer. I've noticed that about me as of recent or as of late. That, yeah, so that's how I would answer that question. It's not harder and it's not more of a struggle per se, but it's more of a struggle to want to do it than doing it itself. Does that make any sense? Okay, so now we're going to get down to a little bit of nitty gritty. I don't know how many questions that was so far, but I got 2 more for you. And I really want your answers to these. Somewhat controversial. They're a little spicy, depending on your perception. But they've been a little spicy as far as, the topics. So, the first question in this last round is, how do y'all feel about the whole hair typing thing? The 1A, the 4C, the 4B, this and that. Do you find that the hair typing has been helpful or hurtful? Now, I bring this up because, again, some people like it, some people don't. I believe that the whole hair typing thing, in my opinion, was just to help bring clarity somewhat, but basically to help people to understand overall the concept of the structure of hair, how everyone's hair is different and how it may fit in a different category than someone else's. And therefore, because it is different, then you may want to procure items in your regimen that will more so cater to your particular strands. Again, it's not a one size fits all type of thing as far as taking care of your hair. So I believe that the whole hair typing system was basically a tool to help on the basic level. So in that regard, I do feel that the hair typing system was somewhat helpful. I really do. It helped give you a visual reference of your hair and where your hair may be in the whole typing thing. It also gave you, I think it gave validity to the different types of hair. Instead of you looking at someone else and say, why isn't my hair acting like this person's hair? Or why isn't my hair acting like that person's hair? Instead of looking at others, finding the beauty in your strands in these particular categories and knowing that your strands, even though different, they still matter. They're still beautiful in their zigzag or curls or whatever. Recognizing the differences and celebrating them. So I say it's controversial because there are people that don't like the hair typing system and there are those that are sort of indifferent. I'm sort of in the latter category. I'm sort of indifferent, but I believe that is based on good intent, just to have people to understand that there is a difference in hair. That's it. There's a difference in hair, and in order to take care of your hair, you may want to, number one, know the difference. Number two, so you can sort of cultivate the right regimen to take care of your strands, your particular strands. And again, this tool can be misused and misinterpreted, as sort of like a tier system, but it's not a tier system. One hair category is not better than the other. It's just to be a thing of a basic understanding. And if you sort of look at it that way, I don't really see why people would be upset with the whole thing, but to each his own. But yeah, I personally don't have a problem with the whole typing thing because that's how I view it, as just a tool, not something that is written in stone. We know that some people fall in between. I don't even know where I fall on the category, to be honest. I believe I'm a mix between 4C and 4B. But I haven't confirmed that. I haven't really gone off of the hair typing system to hone my regimen. Mine has basically been old school through trial and error. Okay, that's how I got my regimen together. But that's me. And I do believe that the hair typing system has helped others in order to fine tune their regimen to cater to their hair's type. Okay, so the other spicy question, somewhat, kinda, sorta, is what do y'all think about all these celebrity hair care lines or hair care brands? I put this under the category of somewhat controversial because, well, y'all know, okay? Unless y'all been in outer space for the past couple of months or whatever, or a year or whatever, a lot of people have been coming out with hair care lines. We got one from Miss Cookie herself. Taraji P. Henson, she has a hair care line. We have Tracy Ellis Ross from Blackish, and of course she's the daughter of Diana Ross, we all know that. She has a hair care line, I think that's called Pattern. That's for natural and textured hair. We also have, as of more recent, we have Beyonce and her Sacred hair care line, as well as Rihanna, which just popped up. And she also has a hair care line. And there's been mixed reviews, not only regarding the actual items, whether they work or not, but also there's been criticism as far as whether it's been a cash grab. There's been some controversy as far as even some of the promo, people wearing wigs or not wigs, whether it's their hair or it's not their hair, it's natural, it's colored, they ain't got no hair, whatever. So I just wanted to know your feedback as far as that is concerned. How do y'all feel about celebrity hair care lines? Now, as far as I'm concerned, you can take it or leave it. I personally have not tried any of the celebrity hair care lines, and I don't really have a problem with them. If that is something you are interested in, just because you are an actress or you are a singer, doesn't mean that you can't pursue other things. Just off the bat, as far as whether it's a cash grab or not, I can't speak on that. I do know that Tracy Ellis Ross is known for her big hair, and she's known for wearing different styles even on the TV shows. So for her to come out with a hair care line, I get it. I definitely get it. As well as anyone who has been on a set and meaning like a movie set or a TV show, especially those of us with textured hair, not everybody knows how to take care of our hair. They just don't. So with that being said, I understand maybe some of these hair care lines being born out of that particular gap or experience because they got tired of trying other things or people trying other things on their hair. And they just figured, you know what? I know what's best for me. This is what I would like. If I were to come up with a hair care line, this is what I would do. This is what I would have. And they pursued it. So I get that as well. But I also get the criticism that if you do have something geared towards bettering other people's hair, then you should at least show your own. Okay, even with my little setup, because I don't have no hair care line yet. Lord, neighbor, I'm putting that out there, Lord, putting it out there. Come on now. But with that being said, even on here, my purpose when I talk about hair is to show my hair. Because if I'm going to tell you what works for me, then I need to show you how it works for me. To me, that just makes sense. Like I said in the past with regard to hairstylists, professional hairstylists, they are walking, talking hair boards for their brand, for their company, for their services. So I would never go to a hairstylist that didn't at least have healthy hair. So with that type of thinking, I just think it's fair that yes, if you do have a hair line or hair care line that is supposed to better the hair of others and be great and enriching and does all these wonderful things, then you should be the walking, talking billboard for your brand and show how it works on your hair. Because basically we know that entertainers go through a lot of different things, actors, singers, or whatever, as far as their hair, and they have to have different looks. They have a lot of people in their hair with the heat and this and that. So I understand not wearing your own hair out and about or in different things or in videos. With everything they go through, that would take a toll on your natural hair. So I understand wearing wigs and weaves and all this other stuff, all these other get-ups on your hair. But again, if you come out with something for your hair, just like if you came out with something for your skin or makeup, We want to see the makeup on you. We want to see the glow in your skin. So in that regard, we definitely want to see your hair. And I just saw as of recently, it was a little interview with Rihanna, and she's rocking her natural curls. And I thought she looked so cute. And I thought the timing was fantastic for it because she just came out with her line. So I'm pretty sure that was on purpose. So after all of that, my opinion on the celebrity hair care lines that have come out and that will probably come out even more so after this, I don't have a problem with it. I really don't, because at the end of the day, either they work or they don't work. And again, if you're not showing your hair as a celebrity, if we've never seen it, then I believe it would be a harder sell. But y'all let me know what y'all think. So we did our little feelers and we rounded it up with a couple of questions that I think are interesting. So with that being said, I want to encourage everybody in their hair journey. Again, this is a mid-year check. We're going to check in again towards the end of the year. I want everyone to stay encouraged. I want you to not focus in on anybody else's hair or hair journey, but your own. Your hair is your hair, and it's on your head specifically, which makes it unique. Uniquely beautiful, that is. So that's all I got. We done checked in, so now it's time to check out. What do you think? I think we should, honey. So that's what we're about to do. So with that being said, that wasn't too bad, right? We were in and out okay. I want to thank you so much for dialing in and showing up. I really do appreciate it. I really do. I really do. And yeah, we'll be back talking about some more stuff. Honey, I need y'all to come on back in here because we got some more stuff to talk about. So you got to come back for that. So you already know. It's going to be the same Dolce dial. It's going to be the same Dolce channel. So you come on back.